So I'm Amy Smith.
And I'm Verena Varga.
And you're at our farm called Heartbeat Organics. We're located in Darlington, PEI.
Been farming here for 10 years.
We grow a diversity of fresh produce, which for the last 10 years we've sold exclusively at the Charlottetown Farmers Market. This year we've left the market and create our own sort of farmers market. That happens twice a week at our downtown location. Our store, the Pharmacy and Fermentary, that's spelled F-A-R-M, of course. The Pharmacy and Fermentary is located at 152A Great George Street, which is the last block of University right before Province House downtown. So Wednesday afternoons between 3 and 6 and Saturday mornings between 9 and 1. So you'll see we also have a lot of flowers on our farm. We grow them A, because they're beautiful, but also B, because they do attract a lot of pollinators, and we're always trying to encourage more beneficial insects in the farm. In 2014, I think, was when we actually started making kombucha. So it's a funny word, a lot of people don't quite know how to pronounce it, but it's called kombucha. It is a fermented tea made from certified organic black tea and cane sugar. And to that we add as much local fruit as we possibly can to flavor it. And our flavors change throughout the year. So we'll freeze a lot of strawberries, and we're making a strawberry jalapeno right now, which is my personal favorite. So the great thing about kombucha, not only that it's made with local fruit, but because it's fermented, it's really high in probiotics. So it's actually great for your digestion. And that's probably one of the main reasons that a lot of people like to consume it. But for a lot of other people, it serves as a great alternative to alcohol. So the most important part on every farm, really, but especially on an organic farm, is our soil. It's what we start with. And so we're always trying to preserve our soil, increase organic matter on our soil, preserve the structure of our soil. And so a couple of the things that we do on our farm, we don't use any tractors. We try to reduce tillage. We actually don't till our soil at all. And we grow lots of cover crops. Might be hard to see, but there's some residue left behind. This was buckwheat that was grown in these beds here. And then we mowed it and we covered it with a tarp to allow all that organic matter to break down. You'll also notice that we make raised beds on our farm.
Having permanent raised beds helps us keep the beds nice and fluffy. Like if we don't compact them at all by walking or driving on them. And that also helps us with drainage.
One of the other things that is really important on an organic farm is, well, every farm, is managing weeds. What you see in front of you is a combination of straw and eelgrass that we collect from the ocean. This is a great way of adding micronutrients that we get from the eelgrass, but also it helps to keep the weed pressure down and help retain moisture. All across the Maritimes this year it's been pretty dry. Having a mulch down has actually helped hold a lot of moisture in the soil. We actually farm year-round. So you'll see behind us we have what we call is a high tunnel. It's really sort of a temporary greenhouse, and we use it in the summer months to protect our heat-loving crops. So our tomatoes and peppers you see growing behind us are in there. And then in the fall we'll actually dismantle these tunnels and move them to protect salad greens. So that allows us to extend our growing season all the way up till Christmas. So we're also a certified organic vegetable farm, and that means different things to different farmers. For us on our farm, that means that we don't use any pesticides of any kind, not even ones that are allowed under the organic standards. So you can see this is a netting that we use, and this is to help keep off the white cabbage moths and which clearly want to get in. So we use a lot of barrier methods to protect our crops and encourage a lot of beneficial insects into the field to try to help kind of manage some pests that are otherwise wanting to eat all of our vegetables. Two of our crew members are working behind you there. Just kind of, we manually remove weeds with hand tools in our farm. The nice thing about being small scale is that we're still able to do everything by hand. So it's a lot of work, but it's a labor of love, and we feel good about the food we grow.